to another episode of Cooking with Jen. Today I'm going to make my favorite cake, which is also my family's favorite cake. It is the lemon pound cake. We love this cake because of its refreshing citrusy flavor and it's perfect for all occasions. It's something that I always crave for. And today happens to be my husband's birthday and I'm going to surprise him with a refreshing lemon pound cake. Let's take a look at all the ingredients. Firstly, we need 1.5 cup of plain flour, 1 cup of white granulated sugar or custard sugar, about a tablespoon of lemon zest, 1/3 cup of fresh lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of natural vanilla extract. Remember to use only the natural one as it tastes a lot better. 3 whole eggs. We need baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and half a teaspoon of salt, half a cup of vegetable oil. In this case, I'm using the grapeseed oil as it's a lot healthier, and we need 2 tablespoons of butter. Remember that the butter has to be at room temperature. Actually, all the ingredients have to be at room temperature. These 3 ingredients are for the lemon glaze. So I need about a cup of icing sugar, about 1 teaspoon of lemon zest, and 2 tablespoons of fresh whole milk. Now that we've got all the ingredients, let's get started. Firstly, I'm going to whisk the dry ingredients together. So I'm going to add, this is my plain flour, so I'm going to add the baking powder, followed by the baking soda and the salt. And I'm just going to shift this aside for a while I whisk. You can just use a hand whisk to whisk everything together. Make sure that they are thoroughly, all the dry ingredients are thoroughly mixed together. Okay? Done now, so I'm going to move on to the wet ingredients. So I'm going to whisk my eggs together with the sugar. I'm going to mix all the wet ingredients together, so I'm going to use an electric mixer to whisk the eggs and the sugar together. Once the mixture turns like a light yellow color like this, you can start to add the other ingredients. So I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of the natural vanilla extract, followed by the butter. It's always important to ensure that the butter is at room temperature, so you can either warm it in a pot or in a microwave. If you use the butter which is fresh out of the fridge, then the butter will split. So I'm going to whisk it together. And next, I'm going to add the oil, the vegetable oil, a bit by bit. When you whisk, it's okay to start at a slow speed and gradually increase the speed. Next, I'm going to add the pure lemon juice. This is how it should look like. It's smooth and it has a creamy consistency. So now I'm going to add in my lemon zest. to whisk it again. This part would be to add the flour a little at a time. You can add it in 3 additions. It's getting thicker, so I'm just going to use a hand whisk for just a couple of seconds. Remember not to over whisk it, so the last part would be to fold in the batter. So it's looking really good now. Now, before I pour the batter into the pan, I'm going to grease the pan. This is to prevent the cake from sticking to the pan. Grease the pan, I'm going to pour the batter into the pan. So it smells really fragrant. I can really smell the nice fragrance coming from the lemons. Is ready. I'm going to preheat the oven to 180 degrees for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to bake for about 40 to 45 minutes. The lemon pound cake is ready now. So while I'm making the glaze, I'm going to just let it cool. So I'll use a knife to make the removal of the cake easier. There you go, it's ready. So I will just leave this aside while waiting for the cake to cool, and I will start with the glaze. Here I'm going to pour the powdered icing sugar into a bowl. And I'm going to add some milk. Lemon juice. Okay. And then I will add the lemon zest. This is alright, it's almost ready. So now I'm going to pour the glaze on the top of the cake. So it looks really nice. It's like a snowy mountain on top of the cake. It makes the cake look prettier, and it enhances the overall flavor of the cake. Okay, so now I'm just going to garnish with some sliced lemons. The lemon pound cake is ready. Rice here with this lemon pound cake. Thank you for watching another episode of Cooking with Jen. I'm sure you'll love this refreshing citrusy summer cake. It's perfect for all occasions, and it's not overwhelming. It's really light on the palate, and you would definitely love it. If you like this recipe, do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Cooking and Dining with Jen.